Fantastic. And Michelle, you had a chance actually to see Newgate up at Santa Anita before he came down here, but man, does he love it at Del Mar this morning.
Oh, he certainly did. He was feeling his oat. Now he's kind of looking around a bit, but he tucks himself over and goes completely in frame and looks like an absolute star when he jogs this morning. His work earlier on this week I thought was exceptionally good. And Baffer horses we tend to think are going to work good, but he looked really good. He came back to the races with a solid effort in the California Crown, and if he improves off of that, that's going to be really good. But
before you go to the work, we'll come back to it. That's our fault producing from the set. But here's the work. You were there, Michelle.
Yeah, we were there, and he's on the outside working in company. And, you know, Baffer kind of moves around his horse if they work inside or outside. But look at, he's going fast. He doesn't look like he's going fast, though. He is going, it looks like he's just out for a gallop, right? And you can see the rider on his workmate kind of working after him. And Newgate is so in hand. I thought that was a phenomenal work considering how quick they went.
And look, he was touting himself coming into the California Crown,
yes, he was.
too. This is a horse that has changed, and he was always a good horse. He was the winner of the Grade 1 Santa Anita Handicap back in March. Now, that wasn't the fullest field, but still, look at him back here on the track. I mean, he was a real standout. I know we're only talking about a horse that is jogging, but he frames himself up. I mean, he caught quite a few eyes this morning just with this jog alone. When you add to the fact that he ran a career best number in the California Crown, he was third by a head that day. He ran a -2 on Thoroughgraph. The strong work pattern coming into that race, the big effort, barely defeated. Substandard, National Treasure, not going to be in the Breeders' Cup this year. He enters this classic, I think, training better than ever. I was putting together my notes for the Equibase Race Lens podcast later today, and all the numbers keep pushing me back to Newgate. He was not into this week, and I'm not sure if I'm settled on him just yet, but the data is just right there. And then to see him looking like this, I'll feel like a real fool if he's not on the tickets. Just, it's pointing you in his direction.
And Newgate is returning to the Breeders' Cup. He did run in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, but it was back in 2022 against Forte, and then he didn't have much of a 2023 campaign. And could he be peaking at the right time here in 2024, at least physically? He is showing all indications he is, and at a price as well. Newgate preparing for the Longines Breeders' Cup Classic. And let's take a look at Snow White, the horse, coming up out here on the track at Del Mar.